Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We're back again with another video, and guys, me and my sister Bethany just got out of Fast and the Furious 9. Yeah, it was bad shit crazy.
Hey everybody.
Yes, say hi, Beth.
Hello.
So yeah, Beth, what did you think about Fast and the Furious 9?
Well, like you said, it was bonkers. Bonkers, mindless movie. Go in expecting nothing.
Yeah, literally, I just went in with my, just like going into, I know we're at the point where shit's crazy now, ever since Hobbs and Shaw, with, you know, the whole, you know, black Superman catching cars, able to do like some, you know, super soldier stuff. I've kind of just, you know, been like, okay, we're going into the crazy route where, like, it's no longer, they're doing crazier, like it's like grounded crazy things, they're going like superhero crazy things, I would say.
Yeah, and just as a quick recap, it's a really simple plot where Dom has to, he's like pulled back into this because Mr. No Man or Nowhere or
Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody goes missing, and he has to go to his plane to figure out what happened to him. And on the plane they find an item. It's, you know, it's one of those destroy the world, end of the world kind of devices. And so Dom and his team have to go find it, and of course Dom's brother Jacob,
yes,
is the big bad antagonist,
as we all know from the trailers and stuff.
Exactly.
With, you know, I was, let's say, John Cena plays Jacob. You know, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I'd say he did a really good job, John Cena. A lot of people, I heard reviews that people were just laughing in theaters, this and that, and they couldn't take him seriously. I know it's John Cena, but you gotta give him props. He really gave it his all in this movie, and he actually did a pretty damn good job.
And also,
I enjoyed it.
Let's be real, the script isn't giving him Shakespeare. It's not.
No,
giving
yeah,
him,
it's just...
See, the thing with wrestlers turned actors is that it really does come down to the script, because The Rock, you know, Dwayne Johnson, he was able to shine with comedy, and it tapped into that. And so this script of F9, it was a Fast and the Furious movie. It's not going to be anything crazy.
Yeah, you can really tell that they're upping everything though with how they're, and like, you know, there's gonna be spoilers in this review and stuff, but like going into everything that, you know, they have to do a mission at one point at the end where they're going in space and they're using a Pontiac Piera. And they're literally strapped with a rocket engine on the back. And we see it in the trailer. And that literally happens. Like, they're going into space pretty much, I think, going forward, because they're going crazier. It's not like, you know how, like, when we watch Mission Impossible is believable. A lot of it is.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise works to make it look so believable.
He really makes it, wants it to look like a spy thriller, but at the same time make it look real to a point where we can believe it's real and it can happen.
Yeah.
So you can really tell, like, they're trying to go, I feel like, in that direction with these movies, but go beyond that with the whole magnets and reversing magnets, pulling cars, you know.
Okay, so wait. Let's like break it down. Acting wise, it was the same old. Like, you're not gonna find anything major here, but everyone was fine. Everyone was their usual self, very believable. I actually love Charlize Theron as the villain. Her haircut is a little bit too much for me, but she herself is an amazing villain, and I love her. She's very magnetic on screen.
I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed that we had two villains, the same villain in two movies. I don't know. That kind of takes me out of it a bit, especially because like the way the movie ended, I was kind of hoping she would have been like gone by the end of the movie, and we would have went to another villain. But it looks like they're setting her up to be the villain of the 10th movie, which I'm hoping that's the end of the Fast franchise, because I can't imagine them going any crazier than what they're going. I feel like they kind of hit the mark in this movie.
Yeah.
And I just hope 10's the last movie. I don't know how other people feel about the Fast franchise, but we've went from street racing to, you know, jumping on tanks, to pretty much the whole, you know, in Fast 7, or Fast, I guess you could say Fast 8 or whatever, with the whole,
going through buildings?
Yeah, no, that was in 7.
Oh, okay.
And then the whole, you know, in 8 with, you know, the whole submarine going through the ice, them driving on submarines, driving on the ice. I feel like we're kind of hitting the point where they're going into space from a car, and they're using magnets, they're doing all this crazy things, and they're just, and like, oh, like, and there was a scene where Dom, like, literally, it looked like he had super strength, like he was able to pull down building parts on like, you know, like,
just with two chains.
it's like they're really going into like the whole superhero aspect of the Fast franchise, which I don't really care. It's just pure entertainment to me. I don't go into these movies like, oh my god, they're going to be masterpieces. I just go into it like, oh, this is fun. I know the characters. I love the franchise. And, you know, I went into this movie for Han. I wanted to know how he was alive. And
Same.
his moments were the best part.
Same.
Best parts.
Yeah, I love Han as a character, and I was like, oh, that sucks. He died in one movie where everyone else can live through anything.
Yeah, and I love how.
And then Han just dies.
I was going to say, what? I love how though what's Tyrese's character's name in the movie?
Roman?
Yeah, Roman. I love how Roman talks to Tej about, oh, like, isn't it weird that we always survive without a scratch on us? And then, like, Tej has a moment with Ramsey, like, oh, yeah, it's crazy how, you know, it's like, oh, like, you know, we never get hurt. We never, like, that is crazy. Pretty much, like, fooling Tej, like, dude, you're crazy. Or pretty much fooling Roman, like, you're crazy, dude. And that has nothing to do with it. It's just pure luck that we've survived all this time. But I'm just happy that he pointed it out. And he also pointed it out, yo, like, Han, how did you survive? You got blown up in a car. And he's trying to explain. And Tej is like, dude, just keep your mouth shut. He's trying to explain the story. So I just found that funny. But I'd say the Tokyo parts were, like, the best parts when we see Han.
I mean...
And, yeah.
So, yeah, the characters are fine. They have that good chemistry. These are actors that have been in this for, like, a decade. You know what I mean? So, the actors have great chemistry. The script itself was ridiculous. There was a part... there's been spoilers throughout so far, but there was a part where Vin Diesel's character, all he had to do was climb up and shut the door on a bunch of guards. And instead, he shut the door on himself to stay in with the guards.
And fought them. That was the same part with the chain. He pulled the chains down and sacrificed himself, but he ended up still being alive because we knew he wasn't going to die. So, I don't know, it was just a crazy script, crazy action. You know, of course, you know, they really went above and beyond, like, craziness in this.
Well, Justin Lin, the director, I mean, props to him. This was a chaotic ride, and he directed it pretty good. I mean...
I enjoyed it. I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, this is good. I enjoy it. I think going in, they wanted it to be crazy. They wanted it to be out of this world. Like, they wanted to step it up a notch, because where do you go next? That's the same with all the other movies out there that involve action. Where do you go next?
I think Justin Lin brought a lot of elements into this movie. He had to do a lot. He had to reunite a very big cast.
And he had to tell the story of Jacob and Dom when they were younger, which they set that up in the beginning.
I will say, the flashback actors,
they were good.
Looked like
they did, and they sounded like them. I was very impressed.
They sounded like them. They looked like them. Good casting. The casting director, very good job casting the young Dom and
Jacob.
Jacob. I don't know. I mean, honestly, guys, I teared up a little bit at the end too.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain that. Literally, like, going into this, like, again, I was excited for Han.
Love Han. Yes.
But when the moment, like, there was a moment where, you know, we meet the team again, of course, before or after we get the Han or whatever. We meet, of course, Sean, Twink, and we meet, was it Earl?
Earl.
Oh, yeah, Earl. We meet all them again, the original team from Tokyo Drift. And I was so excited to see them again. I literally was like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And I just loved seeing them all again. Their chemistry is there. Everybody that played those characters, it felt like we never left. I was so happy to see them back all together. But the moment at the end, we finally get to see them reunite with Han, and Sean and Twink and Earl's reaction made me, like, tear up. I was tearing up. It just made me so happy that, you know, they made that, they had that bond, Sean and Han. Without Han, you know, Sean wouldn't be who he was. He wouldn't have made that transition from being, you know, a kid that just liked to, you know, just like pretty much cause mayhem and stuff like that, you know, with really no care of his life for anything, and meeting Han and having a purpose and learning about more of himself. So I love Tokyo Drift. It's my favorite.
It was a nice touch with all the chaos.
Yeah.
Having Han brought in and having those quiet moments of the cast, like of the characters, you know, of being so happy he's there, and of that guy, his protege, I guess, from Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, Sean.
That they shared screen time. And just as a tangent to this is what I missed in Force Awakens, by the way. The trio of Han, Leia, and Luke. It sucks we never got to see them on screen again together, but that's my tangent. It's something that I'll always be a little bitter about. nice that they gave Han and that guy, Sean,
Twink and Earl.
that moment together on screen.
And also,
really
they mentioned, Leo and Carlos. They mentioned them too because they used to be in the earlier Fast films. They used to, I think they first showed up, if I'm correct, in in Fast 5 is when they actually first showed up. I could be wrong. I can't remember the first Fast film if they were in there or not. I think they first showed up in 5. Or it could have been 4 too. I think it was 4 and 5. I think that's when they showed up, I think in 4. But either they're here, I'm just, I was happy to see them too and see younger versions of them, see Carlos, but Leo owns a place in Brooklyn, a food place. So I thought that was cool. They mentioned them because I missed them.
Do you want another one?
Another Fast movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they ended it in the way that it is. I couldn't tell if that was Brian's car at the end or if that was Jacob's car.
See,
that's what I was confused by. I didn't really understand and hear what they were saying or what Mia was saying.
I loved how they let Paul Walker's character go. It was done so well. And I kind of just want that to be it instead of having them bring back the car or anything because they let him go really beautifully.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't know. But then again, I hope it's not the brother Jacob because he did try to kill them for most of the movie. And now it's like, hey, come on, sit with us.
See, that's my main problem with a lot of things nowadays, whether it be comic book movies or whether it be anything, is I do not like how everybody always has a redemption arc. That's my biggest pet peeve. Can't think people just be bad. I've been talking about this for the longest time, is that it's a new trend now where you can turn the rudest, messed up villains back into, I guess, they can be saved. That's what they did with Kylo Ren. He killed his dad. And I was like, I said, I don't want this dude to be saved. He needs to be taken out. There is no saving him.
No, it depends on the story. But if I look at someone like Henry Cavill's character in Mission Impossible Fallout, I love that dude. He went out fighting, and he was just bad and amazing, and he played a great villain, because you never see Henry Cavill really playing a villain. But I was like, yeah, there you go. That's the bad guy, and he's done with. Gonzo. He gets hit in the face with a wire.
Or does it either I don't even I guess I don't even care if they die off villains, but I think there's a point where I know, but I think there's a point when you use them too much. I think they're using what's her name, Scepter or something, or Cypher too many times. That was 2 movies.
Oh, I don't mind.
I know, but she's in a 3rd movie. Come on.
Oh, we have to make a shout out. I love Helen Mirren. She had a small cameo as the mom. As
Deckard Shaw's mom.
She's great. I loved her entrance. I loved how
thought she was cool too.
Used her in the story. It was
I loved her in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes, Hobbs and Shaw.
And everything. So yeah.
But all in all,
The Rock was missed. I missed The Rock in this.
Yeah, but there was
you could tell I know, but you could tell he was gone. That there was a part missing.
Yeah, but there was absolutely, you could not fit him in this movie anywhere. And I'll just always remember him as the character that busted out of his cast.
Seriously. The movies it started getting crazy right when it got to 7. That's because the whole driving a car through the Abu Dhabi Tower and to another tower. I was like, what the frick?
See, the thing is that there was levity.
But even that isn't even as crazy as what this movie was.
I feel like the tone of this took itself a little bit seriously, and that's when the absurdity of the movie tilts into that place of oh, this is just weird and dumb now. Whereas if you take it with humor and comedy, it's oh, you're in on the joke. The movie is in on the joke.
Well, they tried. Yeah, I think that's what Roman was trying to say with the whole how'd you survive the car explosion? Oh, is it where we never get hurt and never have a scratch?
Yeah, but it's almost like they took it too seriously though. Jumanji was great because it was such a wink to the camera. It wasn't serious. The villain was silly. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's a different movie though.
It is. It's a kids movie, but I don't know.
The Fast movies have always done that. They're kind of if anything, they're kind of like a soap opera with, cars now. So, that's pretty much what it is.
But you're right, though. It went from street racing to Brian being a detective or something.
Yeah, he was a detective, and then he
just
left the force and
to just craziness. But it wasn't. It was a nice afternoon. It was nice to always go to the theater. I love our theater experience. We had a good audience. We felt safe. It was still spaced apart. apart pretty well. The staff was so nice. I'll tell you what, guys, movie theater staff, for us at least, have been really great. And I always just want to, I wish I could tip them, but you're not allowed. Like, I wish there was a tip jar because they keep the place clean.
Yeah.
You know?
But guys, we're gonna end this video here because it's dragging on a little bit. But guys, that was our review for Fast 9. It's a definite yes, go see it if you get the chance. Whether either
Silly.
you're
Prepared for silly.
you go to the theater, or I think if anything, I don't know if it's on HBO Max. I think it's just
I
in
don't
the
think
theater.
so. Yeah.
But yeah, just guys, if you guys feel comfortable, go to the theater and go see it. But without further ado, I'm gonna end this video here. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, upon those notifications, like this video. I would love for you guys to join the family here on this channel. But guys, we're gonna end the video here. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.